Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Periscope. Nicole Vincent here. I'm a holistic empowerment coach and so excited to have you with me today. So jump on and we're going to get started here. We're talking about time management and how to prioritize your time and how to make the most use of your time, how to be efficient and how to get a lot done. I actually get this question quite a bit. How do you do it all? How do you have 4 kids? How do you have a successful business? How do you take care of grandpa? How do you do all this? And it really isn't hard, but it's being intentional. And so I wanted just to share a few ideas with you guys. And I just realized I didn't take out my retainer, so I'm going to sound like a teenager, but that's all good, right? Hopefully you won't hear my awesome retainer lisp too much. So for those that are new to Periscope, this is an awesome platform. You can tap on the screen to give me hearts that shows me that you are enjoying what I'm saying, or you can click on this little guy down here and that gives you your share options. And make sure you're following me because I offer a lot of great content to help you get going. I'm on fire today. Mondays are my go days. So Mondays I block. So let's talk about this, guys. First off, be intentional with your time. Know exactly what you want to get done and when you're going to get it done. In my mind, I always have a calendar. I live and die on my Google Calendar. If Google Calendar ever crashes, I'm screwed. But everything I do goes in my calendar. And if it's getting my nails done, if it's picking up kids, if it's taking grandpa to lunch, if it's having a webinar, if it's making posts for social media, get her done Mondays. Exactly, Angela. Start off the week strong. And so know exactly what you want to get done. Now, I'm going to preface this, but there's a lot of you guys out there that are just starting out in your business. And you guys do not need to be doing webinars and all the support that you see us diamonds doing. Please don't feel like you need to do that. I was not doing that as an elite, as a premier. I think I didn't start my own webinars until I was a silver. And even then, not everybody needs to do webinars and all this stuff, okay? So as you're starting out, work at the level that you're at. At the beginning, when you're starting out in your business, guys, you want to be making sure you are doing money-making activities, income-producing activities. And you want to be making new contacts. You want to be following up. We've got somebody here that's just not being nice. We're going to block you. So you want to be doing money-making activities like making contacts, following up with people, sampling people, teaching classes and one-on-ones. And, oh yay, trolls are coming. Hold on. I almost blocked you, Janet. Okay, hold on. Block user. So make sure you're doing those income producing activities. That should be your priority, guys. Not creating PowerPoints, not, doing webinars or Zoom chats or worrying about Periscope. Your primary concern should be making contacts, going through your hundreds list and talking to people. That should be your goal because that is what's going to grow your business. As you progress, as you get into more leadership roles, then you can explore those, then you can do, yeah, you're not a troll. Then you can do those more support type roles. And I saw your question and I just totally missed it. So if you can just type your question again, I would appreciate it. Don't be scared to start your own business, guys. Especially in network marketing, it is a low risk opportunity to create an amazing income. And make sure you love the product. Make sure that you are an advocate, and make sure you have good mentors and good support because that's the key. Network marketing or multi-level marketing can be very lucrative. It's been a huge blessing in my life because I'm a natural networker. I naturally talk to people. And that was the question. When I was starting out, I did a little bit of both. I've always been very internet based. And so a lot of my contacting did come through the internet. But a lot of it was in person as well. So yes, I think that in person, face-to-face or direct contact. So you might not always be able to get face-to-face with somebody, but talking, getting on the phone, texting directly or a direct message on Facebook, those are going to be your most lucrative ways to connect, because this is a relationship business, guys. And if you're not connecting with a person, you're not going to be successful. It's going to be very, very difficult. So as you're planning out your week, guys, be intentional. For me, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are my go days. Like, I am full on those 3 days of the week, from when I get up until I go to bed. And I take a little time off in the afternoon when my kids are around at home for dinner and for afternoon activities. But I'm still doing stuff in the evening as they go to bed and getting things taken care of. So for me, I time block that way. I get all my stuff done. And then that way, Thursday through Sunday, it's a walk in the park. La, la, la. I can do what I want. I can do my self-care. I can spend time with my husband. I can go shopping. I can do whatever I need to do. And so, but I'm very intentional with my time. Mm-hmm. And I make my list. I have exactly what I want to get done that day or that week. I don't always get it done in the same day, but I set my priorities. And so there's going to be top priorities that I have to get done that day. And there's going to be times where it doesn't need to get done that day, but it needs to get done that week. And I'll kind of have different tiered priorities. And that way, if it doesn't get done on day one, I can push it to day two. And I try to block stuff together. So if I know I need to be creating social media campaigns, then I'm going to sit down and do that for an hour or two. So I'm in that mode, I'm in that groove, and I'm getting that done. If I need to be emailing people, then I'm going to get all my emails done at once. Or if I need to text people, I'm going to text them all at once. And not in one group message, but I'm in that mode. I'm on my phone, I'm getting it done. And there's apps that you can add, like Chrome has an extension called Mighty Text. And that sounds really bad with my retainer. Hold on just a second. We're going to take this out. Mighty Text. That sounds a lot better. And it's a free add-on on Google Chrome if you're on Android that you can sync your text and you can actually do your texting on your computer. And that has been a huge lifesaver for me because I can just type out the text, I can answer them all together, and boom, it's done. And so really start to get your stuff blocked in and group it together. Now, am I perfect? No, I am very ADD, guys, so I get distracted super, super easily. And balancing kids, guys, it's hard. It really is. So if you have small children at home, number one, give yourself a little grace. Because that's a hard stage in life. I've been there. It's really hard. Now I'm in a lot easier stage where my kids are all in school. But if you have kids at home or you're a homeschool mom, then figure out, hire a babysitter or have some time when they have quiet time where they're in their rooms or they're watching a video or something where you can have a little focused time. The extension, it's on Google Chrome. So on your computer, go to Google Chrome and it's called Mighty Text. And it is free. I think there's some kind of limit and then you can do a paid service. I haven't reached that limit yet and I text a lot. So it's a great extension that you can do on your computer and it syncs up and it's beautiful. It's for Android. So if you have iPhones and iMessage on your computer, then that is already synced, but Mighty Text is a really good one for Android. Some other tips and tricks, just be intentional. When you're doing something, be present in that moment. If you're spending time with your kids, turn your phone off or turn your computer off. If you're having lunch with a friend and you're talking about, you're just having lunch, then be with that friend. If you're doing work, do work. Be intentional and be focused. And if you have a hard time with focusing like I do, find oils that you like. Find habits that you like that will help you stay focused on the task at hand. If you need to hide Facebook or social media while you are working, hide that tab or close it out. I know for me, when I'm doing my PowerPoints for my webinars or I'm creating social media campaigns, I have to hide my internet because I'm so distracted. I'm like, because I can't leave, I can't have an unread message. If I see that there's an unread message or an unread notification, it drives me crazy. And so I have to hide it so I don't see it. And then that way, once I'm done with that task, I can go to my social media and I can take care of stuff. And there's beautiful, so see where there's a lot of us that are out there that if we see that notification, we want to take care of it immediately. And that's not a bad way to be. It really isn't. But say, okay, I'm not going to take care of this now. When 3 o'clock hits, 3 o'clock is my hour to do Facebook messages, or 3 o'clock is my hour to do texts. Then that's when you're going to go and take care of that. And it really does help, and it does take a little bit training on your brain. I promise you, it does take practice, but you can do it. And I figured out how to, on Facebook Messenger on your phone, you can hold down on a conversation and mark it unread, so that way you don't miss it. Because I was forgetting to reply to a lot of messages. I'm sorry if you messaged me and I didn't reply. Just send me a reminder. Hey Nicole, remind me. But you can. There's little tips and tricks out there that you can make it a little bit easier. But schedule your time, guys. Put it in your calendar and go. No, don't, guys. Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. If somebody doesn't email you back immediately or text you back immediately, unless it's like you hit reply and never hit send. Yeah, that's a problem. But guys, if anybody asks me anything that they can find through Google, I will purposely not reply for at least 2 hours. Okay? If they can look it up in a book or they can go and they can Google it, I will not reply for at least 2 hours. That is my rule. And that's to respect my time and my energy. And it's to help them to teach them to be empowered, not enabled. If they're coming to me to be their Google, and guys, I'm the worst emitter at this because I'm a know-it-all. Like I've got like a freaky memory that remembers so much stuff. And so I can spout it out right away. And I like to be like that brings me validity, and it brings me like, I love those words of affirmation, like, oh, I helped her. Oh, I feel good about myself. But I have learned on this journey that does not help anybody. Not only does it make me feel used over time, it's going to make the other person not feel empowered. And we want that empowerment feeling, right? We want people to feel like they can find the answers on their own. And that delay in response, because we are such an instant gratification, we want that instant results right away, right? We're going to go out and search. So if somebody texts you or Facebook messages you and say, hey, what can I use for my back pain or back discomfort? I'm not going to answer you for at least 2 hours. And then when I answer you, I'm going to say, did you check your book? Did you check your Modern Essentials app? Did you check those? Check those first. If that doesn't work, come back and we'll talk. But I try to coach people to find the answers on their own, so that if I'm not available, they're able to get the answers on their own. So as you guys are starting out, or if you've been doing this for a while and you've been enabling people, time to change that habit a little bit. Because not only will that help you own your time, it will respect their time as well. So delayed responses on text and Facebook messages, especially when it comes to something they can Google. Just ask yourself, can they Google it? Let's see. Yeah, you're not a hospital. What if someone, Rebecca, type that again. It faded too fast. Yeah, guys, I'm not your Google. I am not your resource. I am here to give you the tools and then you run with it. Okay? And, so Rebecca, I'm sorry, please type that out again, because I think it was a really good question. But for time management, guys, own your time. Be intentional. Start your day off before you pick up Facebook, before you pick up your phone. Sit down and write down your priorities in all areas of your life. I do this every day. I started it about a month ago. Who does not have the oils or an account yet? Okay, good question. I started this about a month or two ago. I sit down every morning and I write down my priorities for my spiritual self, my family and house, my church responsibilities, and my business responsibilities. And I sit down and I pray. I'm like, God, please guide me on what these my priorities should be for this day. And guys, it's amazing what those priorities are sometimes. Sometimes it's vacuum grandpa's room, help him out there. Sometimes it's snuggling with my kids. Sometimes it's creating a social media campaign. But that really helps me partner with God so that we are on the same page and I'm doing what he knows, those little steps that he knows to get me to where he needs me to be. And guys, seriously, daily, daily. If you're going through your day and you're already at this point and it's like halfway through the day and you haven't created a plan for your day, you've probably wasted a lot of time. Because it's all about efficiency, guys. Planning out and being efficient and being mindful of your time. Respect your time, guys. It is very, very valuable. And we all have 24 hours in a day, and we can all get a lot done. Because we've all had those successes where we just say, okay, for this hour, I'm going to be super productive. And then for that hour, we're miraculous, right? We're blown away how much we can get done in that hour. What if you did that throughout your entire day? And I'm not talking every single hour. I have hours where I just totally screw around and just have fun and relax. But there's hours where I'm super focused and I just get stuff done. So my main tips on your time management, guys, are be intentional. Know what your goals are. What do you want out of your day? What do you want to accomplish? Look at your week and your month as a whole and look at that big picture and think about the small steps you need to do. Big picture doesn't happen overnight. That big picture is going to happen by the simple, small things you do or don't do on a daily basis. And so be intentional with your day. And don't just let it, don't live a life of default. I've said that before. Be intentional and plan out what you're going to do and what your priorities are so that once those are done, all the rest, the little things can fill in the spaces and you're going to get it all done regardless. So have a great day, plan out your day, be intentional, and make use of your time because we all have the same amount of time. And it's up to us how we decide to spend it. So thanks for being with me this afternoon. If the day's gone and you haven't planned, you still have a lot of hours. Think about what you can do the rest of this day and how you can be intentional with your time and how you can work on improving. And don't expect perfection overnight. You're never going to get there. Perfection is not going to happen in this life. Just do those little things day in and day out that can help you and partner with God. That's my motto. Have a great one. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.